I'm Sensei Chris Leventis from the Academy of Self-Defense in Newport Richey, Florida. We're continuing on in our second set in the Nihon Goshin Aikido Classical Technique series, and this is called the peel-off. Okay, so the last clip I did was the pivot takedown hold down, which counted as 2 techniques. This is called the peel-off. And I referenced earlier to the fact that depending on how you step, a pivot takedown could turn into a peel-off pretty easily. Now, normally a peel-off will not turn into a pivot takedown. There's ways to get into it, of course. You can get into Kimura grips from there, all kinds of applications and adaptations to the pivot takedown. But generally, you're going to go from pivot takedown to peel-off in the general sense. So, peel-off. I'll demonstrate a few from different angles, and then we'll talk the details. Same side grip. Okay, so as you see, we're basically going from Shizentai position and we're stepping into a Jigatai. Okay? It's a little bit like the front wrist throw, but there's no Hamni step for Kazushi. There's no quick Kazushi needed here because this is strictly a pain technique. And those of you that have done this, again, will know what I'm talking about. This wrist technique is pretty painful, especially when you're putting it on for real. So, again, like the pivot takedown, the beginning of this is paramount that it's correct. There's a lot of easy ways you can mess it up, but I'll attempt. It's hard about UK, but I will attempt to visualize it for you. So I'll get a little closer to the camera. So pivot takedown. I'm sorry, peel off. So now, what I want to do, in essence, is bring the hand so my palm is up, which exposes the back of their hand. I need to grab the bottom of their hand. Thumb is on one side of the thumb, the rest of the hands are kind of trapping the pinky. Again, it's hard to do it backwards, but I'm here and I'm trying to turn the uke's hand over, okay? Now, what I don't want to do is keep it low while I'm high and then try to reach underneath. That compromises my stance and my position. I'm not in a good place, okay? So I want to get to the bottom of the hand cleanly. So what I'm going to do is, as I raise the hand up, I'm going to drop, which makes it a lot easier to get to the bottom of the hand. Okay? Now what I want to do is I want to cause probably 75% of the pain in the beginning right at the step. I have to establish control through pain here. Okay? And I don't want to lag behind and try to play catch up and bring it to my obi knot at the last second. I want to control the attack or the uke at my hip or my center point, my 1 point immediately. So when my hip step, the uke falls. Okay? So I'm here, grab the hand, I grip the hand. Now as I torque the pinky side up, I want to turn my thumb in. And what you're going to do is you're going to leave like a gap there. And we tell the kids to leave a little bear cake so the bear can go into the cake. Okay, so use whatever analogy you want. But as I'm here, as I turn, this goes into that little hole and I hide my thumbs. And that's where I grab the back of the hand and it comes to my waist. Now as it makes contact with my belt or it's 1 point, that's when I step back and my hips throw. The uke should be right there. Notice you're not seeing any of my thumbnails. They're buried in there, and I'm right here. And if you do this correctly, the uke has no choice. Trust me, no choice from the pain threshold on this to be right here. If they are falling out there, you are doing a couple things. When you step, you are leaving them, you're not bringing it to the belt, you're stepping preemptively and leaving the uke out here. Now you can still do this throw, but it's not perfect, or anywhere close to perfect. As I pull, you allow the uke to bring you out, and you're kind of here and you're leaning forward. Like the front wrist throw, you don't want to do this. You want to control the uke from the pain in the wrist from the get-go. Okay, so then we're here. Pull as I twist the hand. I leave a little space with the padding of my thumb, and my other thumb buries in there. And I bring this to my belt. Now, in the beginning, what I tell students is bring it to the belt first, wait, make sure you establish control, then step. Okay? Now, at higher levels, you do this all at once. There's no stopping, right? So, up. As I bring it to my belt, I step. And it looks like I'm stepping before the control I'm talking about, when you do it fast, but you're not. It's continuous, belt, and you're stepping. Again, good jigatai, both feet forward. It can be twisted out a little bit. Toes can be out just a little bit. I like it that way better. And I'm low, and the uke should be right here. Okay? So when you're doing it to the uke, basically what's happening is they'll feel the pain right away. Okay? And as the uke, I should give him my shoulder. That's the trick to not feeling a lot of pain on this one. You'll feel a little bit, but I want to give him my shoulder and almost listen, my heart around my shoulder, listen to the heart. Okay? And then the minute I perceive any kind of movement, I'm turning right into it. And if you do that, you will feel very little pain throughout this technique. You can do it over and over, no problem. Okay? So those are the details to that. It's as much as I can show you with that uke. Hopefully the visualizations help. That's a hard one to show by myself, but that is called the peel-off. Thank you.